The thing I feel as a spectator here, when you're sitting in the stands, is the use of mobile phones is just extraordinary. You perhaps, well, you obviously don't experience it because you're obviously in the players' area the whole time. But you can be sitting watching a match, and you can have 6 people all having conversations on their mobiles all around you as the match is taking place. Which, I mean, at Wimbledon, well, you would be shot. You know, that would not.
We'll be punished, I think so. But you know, that's the way it is. That's the way the people are in Paris, and that's typical of the French Open. It's completely different than Wimbledon, than Australian Open and US Open. That's why all 4 Grand Slam are like that. It's something unusual.
Are you conscious of the noise in the crowd, of the conversations that are taking place, or are you in the zone, so actually you don't notice it at all?
Well, I mean, when you're a tennis player, you used to play in different conditions. And of course, we need to hear when we hit the ball. Yeah, it's important to don't have the music when you play, this kind of stuff, and it's better if the crowd is quiet. But it's not always the time in Paris, and it's even worse at the US Open.
US Open was worse because at that time in the 80s, we used to have the plane, you know, was taken from LaGuardia.
Yeah.
So it was so difficult to play.
Well, we've got the music behind us,
yes.
our mandatory disco music.
Yeah, but that you don't hear on the court.
No, no.
It's true that on the court, when you play, once you're playing on the court, you
Believe me,
don't
Mansour, that piece of music they play for 11 hours a day. Yeah. I know it sitting here, I'm telling you. Listen, more French players in the second round this year than there were since 1971, 13. Is this, even though there's, well, Songa says no Frenchman's going to win it, but even though there's nobody at the very, very top, does that show that French tennis is very, very healthy at the moment?
French tennis is very healthy. We have, I think we are the first or second nation in having players in top, the number of players in top 100. Of course, we don't have a number 1 or number 2, but we have...
Number 5.
Yeah, but we have number 5. We have players like Simon, who is number 12. We have Gasquet, who is like number 20, 17, something like that. Monfils, and many others who are in top 100. But you know, it's true that we missed maybe Songa. I think he can do something to come like to the semi-final or so. You know. Gaël Monfils, unfortunately for him, he was injured. He had to pull out of the tournament. But I think altogether, tennis in France is pretty healthy. Yeah, we have good players.
Okay, Fabrice is going to stay with us to talk about Andy Murray, but let me just ask you, just finally, who's going to win on Sunday week? Henri?
Everybody thinks about Nadal because he's playing very well, and it's really from the first point until the last point, he never gave up. I mean, he's really in good shape at the moment, but anything could have happened. I think it's, you know, we saw a little bit of Roger Federer yesterday. It was a little bit, went down a little bit when he lost the third set. He should be 1 in 3, and then Djokovic. But for sure, Nadal is being at the top of the list.
Nadal for you and for you?
Yeah, it's you know, it's not very difficult to answer this question because everybody, that's Henri said, everybody says, everybody's saying Nadal.
It's a stupid question to ask, and it's an easy question to answer.
But you know, let's hope we have the top 4 in the semi-final, and for wish everyone good luck but I love Federer though.
You know Federer, okay. Well, if the top 4 are in the semi-final, it will mean that Andy Murray's there, which everybody watching, I'm sure hopes. Listen, lovely to see you both.
Thank you very much.
And enjoy the rest of the tournament here, and we'll see you at the Albert Hall.
Have a lovely day.
We will have a lovely day. So bonne journée.
Yeah,
absolutely.
We see you all at
no strawberry with cream here, okay?
No, okay.
The ice cream.
Champagne with the macaroons.
Champagne,
I've got it. Macaroon. Okay.
We see you all in Albert Hall.
Albert Hall. Okay. Brilliant. And we'll come back.